To be walking on this carpet, knowing that this is one of the very, if not the very first, like homegrown Hollywood hybrid Filipino movie films in our culture back home in the Philippines. You know, I was watching those movies before I was watching American movies with my parents at home. And now with satellite television, of course, anything's possible. But just to see, I've seen many movies screen here, but not like this, not this way.
Well, tell me, you're talking about Filipino movies. Back in the day, were there any favorite ones that you remember that sticks at the top of your head?
Starsen, all the comedies back in the day. Anytime someone gets kidnapped, that's like the formula for any Filipino movie. Tito Vic and Joey, Dolphy, all the classic Filipino comedians. You know, I kind of like still don't have a grasp on the language, but anytime you're watching the movies, it just kind of transcends language itself. You just know something unbelievable or corny or funny is going to happen in a Filipino comedy. I was pitching Rex Navarette. We should do something. We should do a modern Filipino like spoof on old like Filipino comedy action movies.
Yeah, because Rex Navarrete is one of the first OG Filipino American
comedians. Absolutely, I was illegally downloading his tracks on LimeWire or Napster, if you remember. Yeah, but I mean, absolutely, there would be no one else I could think of that could headline or star in a Filipino comedy spoof than Rex.
But you're iconic yourself as a Phil Canadian,
yes.
Canuck.
Yeah.
Tell me, when talking about Filipino representation, do you ever get to put a little bit of your Filipino-ness into the Looney Tunes and all that good stuff?
Oh man.
I'm trying to convince Warner Brothers to animate Bugs Bunny with Lumpia, Doc.
Instead of a carrot. I don't know how well that's going to go, but definitely I'm like, I got to work on a cartoon called Trece for Netflix, which was all Filipino for the most part, like 99.9% Filipino cast, except for Carlos Ellis-Rocky and Steve Bloom. They get the honorary Filipino stamp of approval. Their accents were pretty on par. But we had like language directors on that as well to make sure that we were as authentic as we could be. And I thought it was insane. It was like probably because I'm used to doing like preschool stuff and like cartoony stuff. This was like 18 and up, like Filipino lore, all the mythological Filipino creatures like in our culture in a comic book series. Like I was like over the moon with that one.
And lastly, what keeps you grounded as being Filipino? What is that one go-to thing for you?
Oh, anytime I call home, no matter what I've done here, my mom always asks if I'm still paying my taxes on time, and if I'm still brushing my teeth, and go to the gym. Like your parents will always keep you humble and keep you in your roots.